TV, and welcome once again to, well, Simply Don, the Twitch channel. The channel that most people that have tuned into Twitch, and I'm talking young Americans, come to see. And without question, today might be the worst show that we've ever had on the network. It's Mitch and Friends. Mitch has no friends. Can't even get his fucking girlfriend to be on the show. Oh, she's sick. She's sick of you, Mitch.
She loves me, actually. She was like,
What were you saying,
"Oh,
Mary Jane?
I said, Don, I don't mean to correct you. You are absolutely such a brilliant and professional, consummate comedian, but you're supposed to say Mitch and Friends show.
Mitch and Friends show. And the friends you'll see are nobody. Nobody. No one around at all. Who's your big friend? Who's your big
I,
friend that's on tonight's show?
well, remember last week we had Sarah from Saratoga? Well, she actually flew in and she's coming here right now."
I don't remember
Oh,
last week's.
it was that was Super Bowl weekend. Mitch tried to compete with Super Bowl weekend. And speaking of competing,
Oh, I remember her. She's a good kisser.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say because I'm the one that actually kissed her.
So did I. The MTV Awards 2024.
This is what your friends are doing instead of being on your Mitch and Friends show.
Well, obviously Sabrina couldn't be on this show if she's doing Saturday Night Live. Like, I'm not gonna force her to come to my show, but she did say if she wasn't doing SNL, she would be here.
When did she say that?
When I asked her the other day.
Why do you lie, Mitch? Mitch, can I tell you this?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, you can always tell a guy who's lying just by what he does in his body movements. Everything you do says, I am fucking lying about this.
I don't. Where did you go to school for analyzing body movements?
Yes, I did.
Oh yeah, what was the school?
I was one time, I went to training to become an FBI agent.
FBI agent? And they taught you how to tell if someone's lying?
Yes. Why don't you just shut the fuck up? You know, every conversation I've ever seen you in, you've brought the conversation down. You don't know what you're talking about. You're not adding to anything. You can't even have your girlfriend show up for the show. And most of the time, you keep her in a cage. Mary Jane, did you want to say anything to start this disaster out?
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Mitch and Friends show. First of all, I'd like to say that Mitch made it very clear that being a diva, that he couldn't stay on the show very long,
Because he has
even
pink
though
eye.
we really don't want him on the show.
He has pink eye, from what I understand.
It's
Maybe
not pink eye. All right, it's just I get dry eye because I'm on the screen writing so many new jokes.
Mitch, can I just tell you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nobody fucking cares. Your story once again. You can see people dropping off. Wait a minute. There's 7 viewers. That's 2 more than you've ever had before. Mitch
I
doesn't
thought
look much like Jeffrey Dahmer at all. He gave himself pink eye. Everybody's catching up on the pink eye thing.
it does look like when in erotic movies when they jizz in the eyeballs, that's like a specific niche thing. So maybe he did that.
Well, no one jizzed in my eyeballs, first of all.
And here's your host of Mitch and Friends. Here's Mitch, Common Men.
Well, it's close.
Yay.
It's technically just Mitch coming, but thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. It's actually dry eye, not pink eye. And I don't think you can get pink eye from jizz.
Oh, time
And somebody
out.
would have to be there to do it too, Mary Jane.
What's up?
Somebody would have to be there to jizz in his eye too.
Well,
I
Like,
agree.
everybody-
We have Mitch and Mommy, cyberstalker Mitch's mommy. Where is Romina?
She's sick today, so she couldn't make it. But people mainly come to see me anyways on the show. People don't really tune in to see Romina.
Oh, we have Cyberstalker Hi-Fi. Now he's trying to compete against SNL.
The only reason I do the show is because of Romina. Do you think I would attach my name to this shit? What are we doing today, Mitch? Let's see what this show holds for everybody. Take it away.
Well, I thought it'd be really cool if I showed everybody something super duper rare, how I make all my money, which is selling these comic books that I have. These old comic books that everybody loves. This is how I make all of my money with all these comic books that I want to show off. Like in this one, Leonardo the Ninja Turtle, yellow bandana.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. I think that, do you think Mitch thinks that these comic books are his friends?
First of all, if Batman was real, he would absolutely be my friend. And the Metal Men, they would absolutely be my friend too.
Okay, we have Cyberstalker Earth says, nah, Mitch just scratched his ass, then jizzed in his own eye.
That's not true. All right. When I scratch my ass, I don't go anywhere near my eye.
I think he was just crying because he didn't have any friends.
What about last week when I had a friend, Romina's brother?
That's not your friend. He made it very clear on Monday night at the Ding Dong Show. Please come in person live every single Monday night at 10 p.m. Reserve tickets online, www.thecomedystore.com/calendar/bellyroom. Reserve tickets online and or live stream right here on Simply Done, the Twitch or YouTube SDTPN. He said it very clearly. No, he was not your friend. He said the word no very loudly and clearly after you referenced him.
Oh, yeah? Then why was he at the show?
To see Romina. Because he rescued her last week from your clutches during the Super Bowl.
Well, to see Romina do what? What does she do on the show?
She looks good. She's interesting. She's funny. She's beautiful.
She combed her mustache.
She combed my mustache before, so I know what she's about. She's likable. I sure like her. And I'll tell you this, you not having her on is total bullshit. And here he is, your host. Take it away, Mitch. Introduce your friends, first of all.
Well, my friend Sarah from Saratoga was actually a fan, and she should be on her way here, and hopefully she gets on.
She should be on her way here.
She is. She's biking over here right now.
Were you always this feminine? Like when you were in high school, were you this feminine?
No, I usually got told I was pretty manly, and I think these glasses, I was going for like a James Dean vibe with these.
Hey, just so you know, because I can see that you worked hard on this James Dean look, it didn't work at all. Didn't work at all.
I think we should ask the chat. I think they would say.
Okay, I've got a chat. Cyberstalker Don's mustache lover #1 says Don's mustache looks extra stunning today.
Who comes on to a show that's not about Don's mustache and mentions Don's mustache?
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you something about the mustache. I was very excited because when I came on, I thought, you know what? Romina is going to be there. And Romina loves my mustache. She loves to touch it. She loves to look at it. She loves everything about my mustache. And she has said that many times. So I thought I'd prepare it as well as I possibly could because I did want it to look good. And then what happens? Mitch can't even get his girlfriend to show up on the show. And here he is, your host, Mitch Common Men.
Well, you know what?
Thank you, Don. Hold on, Mitch. Cyberstalker Toilet Bowl says, hello to Mitch and no friends. Hello, pretty girl Don Barris, Smoky Mary Jane, and hello, Old Man G, and hello, Mitch. Followed by Don's mustache lover #1. The show would be 1,000 times better if it was only about Don's mustache.
Go ahead, Mitch. You know what? Oh, wow. I actually think.
Wow.
I actually don't think Romina would agree. I think she would agree. Let me go ask her. Hey, Romina, do you think that the show would be better with or without Don's mustache?
It should only be about Don's mustache.
No, you're supposed to say no because it's
You're supposed to say, why don't you let her think for herself, you fucking pig? Hi, Romina. We missed you today. Sorry whatever Mitch did to you.
I miss you and Mary Jane, Don.
All right, get out of her room. Give her some privacy, you fuck.
I put a door on her cage now.
What do you want, like a cookie for that, or should you get like?
Yeah, it was wide open before.
It's really funny.
Thank you. I worked on that one.
All right,
Anyways,
and here he is, your host of the show. Here's Mitch Comes and Man.
this one can go for at least $400 to $500. It's the original Captain Marvel, still in the packaging, and not with that Brie Larson girl. So yeah, that's how I make some money on that. And then this one is Batman, but it's Batman with Metamorpho, which usually he doesn't come with Metamorpho, but this one does.
You know what's funny to me? What I have
What?
to laugh about? Your big claim to fame when you were like 8, you were in a movie with Sabrina Carpenter. And I think they might have had somebody, hey, let the two kiss, that'd be adorable. And so you kissed her. It means since then you still become obsessed with her. And then you look at how your careers, you're both in the same movie, how your careers went separate ways. Tonight, she's the first person on the Saturday Night Live 50th anniversary. You're here with your Mitch and Friends show on Simply Don, the Twitch channel.
Yeah, I think we equally went in popular directions. I just chose a different route, and she chose SNL.
Oh,
look, there's a picture of Mitch.
That's not
Mitch. It's
that's
a great
not a
picture. Your hair was a little shorter then.
That's not a picture of me. That's actually a picture of Jeffrey Dahmer.
Okay, can you put that back up, please?
I don't think I give off creepy vibes like that, though.
You don't think so?
No.
Boy, you're not self-aware at all, are you?
Oh, there he is.
I'm self-aware. I don't think I've had one person come up to me and tell me I'm creepy.
All right, let's just ask the audience. How many people thought that was Mitch when that picture was first put up?
I think everybody's smart enough to know that that's Jeffrey Dahmer and not me.
Some people are saying that's not Mitch. Be that he was a picture. That was a picture of a man.
They got a point there.
Yeah, and we have Don's Mustache Forever One. Why do those glasses make Mitch's head look extra small and feminine?
These glasses actually accentuate my jawline, which is why I wore them. My manly jawline.
Oh, and let's not forget
God, not self-aware at all. Any idea who Mitch Mitchell is, Mitch?
Yeah, isn't he a drummer? He's a drummer, I think.
Mitch Capass is Jeffrey Dahmer's twin sister, though. Yeah.
I think they meant twin brother. That was a typo, I think.
No, I don't think it was.
And Michelle Dahmer, that makes sense.
Well, I don't think anybody actually spells Michelle with a T.
Yeah, no, for some reason you keep leaving the E off the end of yours.
The only reason Mitch doesn't attack women is because he's strong enough to overpower them. Wow.
That's not true. Theoretically, I could overpower so many women, but I don't do it because I'm a nice guy.
He looks like a lady. That's true.
Oh, okay.
Wow! Sabrina Carpenter again.
Sabrina Carpenter's right here.
I remember kissing her before.
Live on Saturday Night Live 50th.
She loves to get kissed by a man.
Hold on, Mitch. The TV seems to be more interesting right now.
That's okay. I'll go back to my comics to entertain everybody. So,
please don't.
This is the Joker.
Here he
is. Oh, she's singing. She has talent.
If you look closely, he's actually ripping open his jacket to reveal Superman. That's the twist of this comic. How great is that?
Oh, hold on. To be fair, Mitch, since Sabrina's singing live on Saturday Night Live 50th right now, do you have your famous song you can sing?
Which one? The song that I wrote for my best friend, or the other one?
I think the one your actual famous one, the You Can Do It.
Okay. You can do it. You can do it. You can go poop. You can go poop. You can do it. You can do it. 'Cause you're a big, big boy. 'Cause you're a big, big boy. See, I could have been on SNL singing.
She's still singing right now.
Yeah, the entire time you sang your song, she's been singing.
How many viewers do you think this show is getting right now?
You know,
I would say probably like
I gotta tell you
120.
something. When Sabrina climbs up on you and her whole body, because she's so tiny and she's just making out, just wanting to get fucked. It's pretty sexy, man.
Well, I don't think that actually happened, but it did with me. So,
No, it didn't.
anyways, the reason why this is so cool as a twist is because normally you associate the Joker with as a Batman villain, but
Oh,
he's
hold
wearing
on,
Superman.
Cyber Stalker Don's mustache lover #1. Mitch has never read those comics. He doesn't even know how to read.
That's not true. I actually
And
do
here
know
he
how.
is, your host of the Mitch and Friends show. Here's Mitch Comes Men.
And this one, don't even get me started on this one. Hey, you know Ryan Reynolds, one of the most famous actors? Yeah, here's a comic book of one of the characters he did, Deadpool. But not just Deadpool, Deadpool and Carnage. Yeah, this has to go for like $600. And on the back, you got Steve Rogers, Captain America himself. See?
Do
Still in the
you really
plastic
sell
bag.
those? Do you really sell a lot of comic books?
Well, I wouldn't sell these ones because these are really precious to me.
Okay, we have Cyber Stalker #3. Which single mom's kid did Mitch steal those comics from? ?
I didn't steal them from a kid. They were gifted to me by fans of this show.
Here's another one. Cyber Stalker 69. Rich deserves to be held down while gang raped by dirty biker men.
Okay, we can't use the R word on here, but that's
Okay.
great sentiment.
And here he is, your host of the show. Here's Mitch Comes Men.
It's actually just coming.
Excellent. It's Michelle cummed in by a bunch of men.
I think it's
I
simply
think as
coming
a
on men.
professional comic book salesman, it's better for my business if I go by my real name, which is Mitch Cummins.
Nobody gives a fuck about these stupid comic books. Give something else. Bring out some of these friends on Mitch and Friends today.
Well, Sarah's still coming, but I can show you a little part that I added to the song that I wrote.
Oh, yes, please. Go ahead.
Okay. I got to grab it.
I don't think he knows anything about these comic books.
Doesn't he?
No.
He's a real idiot.
You know what this is?
A satire?
It's a banjo.
Yeah, I added a little bit of banjo because I can play the banjo. So I added a little bit to the song. It goes like this. Who's my best friend in the world? Don Barris is. Who's the king of Poontang? Don Barris is.
I don't think he can play the banjo, Don.
That's what I added. I created a banjo part for you, Don, because you're my best friend.
Somebody else sing that song, okay?
Yeah.
Mitch, are you there?
Yeah, I was putting away my banjo.
Okay, so you just saw other people singing that song, all right? And see, you didn't write that. That was being sung long before you were around.
I think it's just one of those things. What do they call it? Where like you think of the same thing, but it's not the same idea.
Not
Like
at all.
parallel thought.
Joke theft?
No, parallel thought. Sometimes people think it's joke theft, but it's actually parallel thought.
Is that like Menstelia-ism?
Well, I don't know. I don't actually think he stole jokes. I think that he just thought the same as everybody. That's a lot of parallel thought right there too. I think he was really great at that. But did you like the banjo I added for you?
I don't like anything you've ever done.
We did some great parallel thought right here on the show. Mitch was singing about pooping while Sabrina was singing on the 50th anniversary of Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, she was supposed to be here, but I told her when she asked to be on my show instead, I told her, no, go do Saturday Night Live. It'll be just as big as my show.
Oh, Cyberstalker Cactus says Sylvia from Silver Lake. David from David Portrina coming over. Is Sarah from Saratoga and David from Daventopia, are they coming over?
I don't know who that David person is, but yeah, Sarah is. And she flew all the way from Saratoga, so I think we should show her a little bit of respect.
That's like 6 hours north of us.
Well, she still flew in from wherever Saratoga is.
All right, and now for a guy who said, no, I can only do a half hour, my eyes. I'm a fucking pussy, my eyes hurt.
It's true. Look, dry eyes.
Nobody cares about your
That
pink eye.
looks like you crying about your career.
That's not.
All right.
First of all,
let's see what we can get. There's 10 minutes left to the show. Here's your host, Mitch Comes and Men.
Wonderful. Cyberstalker Tubbs says, I wonder if Mitch makes friends with Schizo. We can have him on the show. He's a lot more entertaining than Mitch.
I think I'm equally as entertaining as Schizo. I think everybody would agree to that.
Okay. Don's Mustache Lover #1. Kind of funny that this show says it's intended for certain audiences, yet has no audiences.
Yeah, what do you say about that, Mitch?
Well, I don't know how many viewers we have. I assume it's 120, but just
you're
because
wrong. How about 24?
24. Okay, just because something has 24, maybe a small audience, but it's still a bunch of fans that love me and love the show.
Oh, one of them says 2 different colored eyes equal evil liar. Hey,
that's not true. I have what's called an angel's kiss in this eye. See, it's brown. See that little bit of brown?
Who calls it an angel kiss?
Everybody I've met with it.
You
know who else has one?
Kiss.
Is that
you know who else has one?
Oh.
Elizabeth Berkley from Saved by the Bell. And she called it an angel's kiss.
Okay, hey Mitch,
did you
have
force
you ever
Romina to do it?
Or do you really swallow? ?
Wait, say that again. I missed it.
Cyberstalker Bandito says, "Hey Mitch, have you ever barfed up cum, or do you usually swallow ?
Normally, when I barf,
wait a minute. Here's another one. Question for Michelle: are your eyes red because you got pepper sprayed for robbing some kid for their comics? Wow.
No, I'm not a criminal, all right? And you guys keep making this joke. It's pretty funny about how I look a little tiny bit like Jeffrey Dahmer.
Seems like an angel squirted in Mitch's eye. Mitch's poop in his eye.
That's not poop. It's a birthmark. When I was doing...
You know, it's kind of funny.
What?
Nothing you said. If Mitch tried to steal those comics from a kid, I'm pretty sure the kid would beat him up and win. That's
not true. I could easily beat up a kid.
Mustache Lover.
I could easily beat up a kid, but I'm not going to incriminate myself here and say that I've done it.
How many kids have you beaten up? You just said a very, very telling guilty statement.
Well, I teach martial arts to kids.
And here he is, the host of the show. Here's Mitch Comes and Men.
It's actually just coming. You guys...
Okay, do your show, man. It's now we're down to the last 6 minutes, and you've literally done nothing.
I showed everybody how I make my income. Actually,
nobody cared.
Kids and stealing their comic books?
It's not kids' comic books, actually. In fact, you know whose comic books these are? The producer of your show.
Oh, okay. Cyberstalker #3 says, Mitch just coming.
No, not Mitch just coming. It's my middle name is actually Harold.
Does Mitch not care about the show all week?
At all this week.
You've done nothing. You've done nothing. You've done nothing for the show. You got a half an hour, and you can't even fill a half an hour. Don't you have any shame at all?
Well, they said I didn't prepare. I actually had to painstakingly go through and find all of these comics.
Okay, Cyberstalker Bandito. Mitch just avoided my question, so I'm going to assume he usually does barf up cum.
No, I was in the middle of that. And
I would say he swallows.
I do neither with cum. Usually it comes out of
to give him shit. God, I've never seen somebody hosting a show and having so many people dislike the host.
Well, I think they're doing it because secretly they like me and they know I'm strong enough to handle it.
Okay, Cyberstalker Bitch says Harry Bitch Cum is what they call Mitch in Boy Scouts.
I was never in Boy Scouts, first of all.
Yeah, but I'll bet you've gone to Boy Scout camps in the summer. Just
When I was a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
that's
So, are you going to do anything on today's show? I believe you have 4 minutes left.
Oh,
yeah. I'm still. First of all, I gotta wait for Sarah to get here.
okay, well, in the meantime, Don's Mustache Lover 1, Mitch being strong enough to handle anything is funny.
Why is that funny? That's a true statement. I'm strong enough to handle anything.
Okay,
Including
Cyberstalker
kids.
number 1 chimes in. Apologies, I'm back to work, so I didn't make it on time. Look at Mitch, must have missed his friends.
No,
No, they
they're
haven't.
No, they never came on.
they're
still
still
not
coming.
here.
Cyberstalker number 1. And last week, I actually had a good friend of mine on. It was Romina's brother, and he came to the show to visit me.
He said no.
Yeah, but he wasn't on camera, so we don't technically have any proof of that.
Don and I saw it. Are you calling Don a liar?
You know
No,
what?
I would never say that about my best friend.
You're not my best friend. We should actually get a video of that and put it on your shows, on this show sometime.
Yeah.
Just show it. All right. Anyway, again,
Oh,
he's
Don,
what?
do you want somebody to sing the best friend song for Mitch right this second?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. Hey, Brian, can you sing the best friend song to Don right now really quick?
Yes, who's my best friend in the world? Don Barris is. He's the president of Putin. Don Barris.
Pal, he's the one that gets the gal. He's the best guy that I know. Who's my best friend in the world? Who's my best friend in the world? Brian Cosme is.
Brian, I have one more quick question. Do you remember what year you and Don first sang that song to each other?
It was probably like 91 or 92 or 93.
Wonderful, Brian.
Thank
You
you.
have a great day. I'll talk to you again soon. Love you, buddy.
But
What year were you born, Mitch?
Okay, well, 99, but that was perfect example that's parallel thought because he said president of Poontang and I said king of Poontang.
Okay, I sang king to him. I was the president of Poontang because he was the king. I was the president. You stupid fuck.
I'm just saying, I thought that was a perfect example of parallel thought.
Oh, look at that. Sarah Silverman sitting by Keith Richards.
Anyways, guys,
Look,
I
there's
should
Zach Galifianakis.
sing SNL because I should be on it, but I decided to be here instead.
You made the right choice. You got 1 minute left. Are you going to do anything at all?
Well, I've been showing people how I make my income, and this one is with Kid Joker. Like, this one's way better than the last one. This is Joker's daughter. I bet no one here knew that Joker had a daughter.
And guess what? Of all the people that didn't know she had a daughter, the same people don't care.
I think we should ask the chat if they thought that was super entertaining.
Okay.
Right here, Don's Mustache Lover 1. I bet Mitch had to ask for help carrying all those comic books since he has frail lady arms. Followed by Cyberstalker Ponyboy. I'll throw in $50 for Mitch to slap himself.
All right, fine. Ow. There. Now that's $50.
OMG, did they actually donate the money, or was Mitch supposed to wait for the tip to come in before he hit himself?
I think he probably should have waited because there was another person that said they would donate 50, and then somebody else said they'd throw 50 in on that. So like, but he's already done it now, so they don't have to. But,
Oh. Well, I guess I ruined it. I guess you could say this is what we call a joke. This is how funny I am. I guess you could say I popped the cherry too early.
no, you can't buy your friends pizza tonight.
Don, can you explain that joke? I don't understand what Mitch said and why he's claiming it to be a joke.
I have to be very honest with you. I don't know whoever told Mitch, "Hey, check me out. I'm funny." Or said, "Hey, you should do something because you're naturally funny."
It was my mom.
Yeah, it seems like your mom likes me a lot more than you.
I don't think that's true.
I think that's true.
Well, how was
Cyberstar
that
number one
date that you
says,
went on?
there we go. My dad watches Mitch's set last week and asked me, is that person transitioning from a boy to a girl or a girl to a boy? Question mark. Honestly, I don't know how to answer.
This is the answer. Neither. That's a man.
Oh, we have an explanation for your joke from Cyberstalker Bitch. Mitch is talking about taking a young girl's virginity. Disgusting. That was disgusting and not funny, Mitch.
That wasn't. I think they took my joke out of context.
I think that you have become just obsessed with Sabrina Carpenter. On Halloween, do you remember when you dressed like her?
In honor of my friendship.
Psycho. That's psycho shit, man.
I was honoring my friendship with her.
All you do is talk about her like she's something special in your life. At one point, you were an extra in some movie that she was the star of. She's gone on to great things. You've done nothing. Let Romina go. Let her out of her cage. Have you ever heard Sting's song? If you love someone, set them free. And if they come back to you, then they really love you. Sabrina would hit the fucking for another town. You've ruined this girl's life.
First of all, I just put a door on Romina's cage, so I'm treating her very well.
Okay.
You said she's sick, right?
Yeah.
You haven't been poisoning her like breakfast every morning, have you? Just a little bit to make her sicker and sicker?
No. Well, it depends what constitutes as poison.
Okay. Mary Jane, sorry, go ahead.
Don's Mustache Lover 1. Mitch looks like a sick Victorian child who is about to kick the bucket. Followed by Cyberstalker number 1. Mitch keeps saying he's a man, comma, but then complains when there's no tampons in the bathroom.
They don't put tampons in men's bathrooms. Anyways, guys.
That sounds like a legitimate complaint from a Michelle cummed in by a bunch of men.
It's Mitch coming. A wise comedian once told me always leave them wanting more. So to leave you guys wanting more, the half-hour mark is up, unfortunately, and I got to rest my dry eyes. That's not pink eye. So I'm going to let you guys go, but tune in next week. It's going to be really exciting. I got a bunch more comics to go through.
He's trying really hard not to cry, I think.
Oh, in his eye?
Mary Jane, can I say something? Okay. He's trying to get off. Let's just end it. Nobody wants to watch this bullshit.
Okay, final thought. Don's Mustache Lover 1. Mitch is the worst part of the Mitch and No Friends show.
I think I'm the best part. I think everybody would agree. But thank you for your comment.
Okay, well, Don, do you wanna call it?
Yeah.
Oh wow! Hold on.
I think we should call it. I think
it's this mustache combing.
Romina, it's done. You can shut up. You can stop watching.
She can see. She can see.
All right. See you later, Mitch. You were terrible again.